Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Industrial Faith. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Factorio Forex, your 15-minute Factorio fix. This is Season 2, Episode 11. I am looking at what here? What are we looking at here? Well, I think I'm going to increase my... let's see. Copper. That's right. I don't have enough copper, so I'm going to build another stack of copper smelting. Now, it's possible that I could have gotten better results if I'd made a bunch of steel furnaces and used those as well. And as you can see, I'm still building them with the intent to, to make them electric furnaces. Even though I'm trying to make a small footprint, I don't know if I should be doing that, but I am. So, I'm very environmentally friendly. What's with all the smoky furnaces burning coal? Someday I'll be environmentally friendly. And to be honest, that's actually how real life goes. If you want to be environmentally friendly, you actually have to build up your tech to a point where you can be environmentally friendly. So, that's why it always makes me laugh when people are just like, yeah, we got to get them third world countries with a small environmental footprint. And I'm like, you have to build up to being environmentally friendly. You just can't build that way environmentally friendly. At least not with a low tech base that a lot of third world and even some second world countries have. So, anyways. So we're going to need more coal for this. And we're just going to put it right there. So 3 more. Do I build any more? I thought I built some more. Who knows? We'll find out. So even though I'm splitting this off, this isn't going to be enough copper for, well, anything, really. So even though I'm hooking this up, it's, as you can see, even with one smelter, I am starving for copper here. For copper ore, I should say. So at some point, I'm going to have to go get a new source of copper. And there happens to be one just off to the east of me. So I'm going to put in... Now, here's the funny part. I'm going to accidentally build one of my miners there. And it's going to be touching a very small piece of coal right there, that bottom one. And because it has coal in its boundary, it's actually going to pick up coal and deposit on the copper line. It's going to cause me no end of problems. So the thing is, I'm not exactly sure how it says, because you can see right there, there's copper being picked up. I don't know how it decides when to pick up the copper, but I don't even notice. I'm just like, dun, 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 doing my thing. Getting copper, getting coal on the copper line. So, it's kind of looking at where we are at night. So, I'm still using a lot of accumulator energy. So, So I'm having a thought here internally. I'm wondering, how would I increase my... It wasn't making green circuits. How do you like that? How do I increase my harvesting of biter bases? How do I make them grow more? I don't know. Do I put another one in here? Yeah, I think I do. So we've got plastic. I'm sitting there going, oh, I need green circuits as well, don't I? Do I? Sure I do. Aha! Green circuits. Hooray, hooray. There we go. How do you like that? And if I have to, I can put them underground. Or I can, yeah, just like that. So I'm going to double. There we go. More red circuits. Alright. So I've doubled my red circuit production, which will help a lot with the blue circuits. Now we're going to get a crash this episode. And it's not for a while now, but just a warning, we're going to have a crash. And there's the red circuits, alright. Making blue circuits. With a red circuit and a green circuit. Love each other very much. So here I'm looking at some and that's what I noticed. Alright, why am I getting copper, or why am I getting coal on the copper line? At first I figured it's because I made a mistake in the beginning. Then I started noticing there's little flecks of coal in the copper, and I realized it's that guy. Which made me sad. And then I'm trying to put one over here, and yeah. I still want three copper. And there we go. And this still isn't going to be enough. It's never enough. And so I'll clear out all the coal on the copper line. And there we go. I'll just put it back in there. It doesn't matter. And again, I have this issue. So if I build the copper mine forward, I'm going to have to deal with attacks from biter bases over there. So I'm going to have to figure out what to do. And the obvious answer is, well, get coal. Or I should say, go tap that copper resource. And it's a lot of copper. It's a fairly sizable copper resource. Now, it's not immense, but it is fairly big. I have no idea what I'm going to do with all this room up there. I have no idea. Maybe I'll be able to rocket there or something. I have no idea. Although I'm kind of tempted to build the rocket right out in the middle of one of those lakes. So that's my goal right there, the copper outpost. So I'm going to put up defenses so I can clear trees and start laying walls. I don't actually want any of the automatic miners to start mining until this base is fully defended. I need this mining base fully operational and defended before I ever start doing anything else. And it's also where I try to experiment with building the obstacles as opposed to walls. Check out that. Oof, that's huge. And my turrets handle it with aplomb. No issues. Is this when at some point I'm going to build a radar and put it down there? Because it's always good to have a radar down there. I really wish there was a way to focus a radar. They had focused radars. Right now radars just do in a circular area. I want to see a radar that's like directional so I can point it north, south, wherever I feel I need it. So I'm just going to run it along here because that's nice. And we'll do this. We'll do that, and so we'll double balance it right there, which is probably silly, but whatever. I'd do it twice. So I put the ones on the edge there because I want them... and if you notice, I put the belt on the wrong side. I was going to put a belt there, and I said, that's my power. So I'm leaving myself... No, I'm not leaving any room. Oh, I thought I... Okay, but there is room on the east side of that cluster. And I can go ahead and get more copper if I need it. Now this is maddeningly fiddling. Again, in order to get the obstacles to work the best, I'm going to have to clear out a lot of trees because lasers have a very long distance, and the way biters work is the minute they take damage, there we go, there's the crash. The minute they take damage, and you can see I lost about 35 seconds. As they take damage, they start attacking anything near them. So when you create walls, if they take damage, they seem to start attacking the walls because they, instead of just heading towards the pollution, they suddenly now have a reason they have to attack the thing that is hurting them. And so I'm trying to create empty void spaces, so there should be no reason for them to attack. Although they did, on Factorio, they did just put out a bit on pathfinding and storing paths and so forth. If you go to the website, it's actually quite fascinating. Oh, and they've also announced the Steam release date. It's going to be February 25th. So this episode should come out. This episode will probably come out a couple days prior to the 25th. I do these pretty far in advance. So, is that horrible looking? It's hideous. So here's a neat thing. I'm trying to make it so that, again, because we don't want too many places for them to attack. If they come in, they should head towards one of these several turret emplacements. And of course, we're just digging to make it bigger. Because I'm not exactly sure how this is going to work. Got some ideas, but as to how it's actually going to work, but now if you see, the only places they can get in, if they don't chew through the vacuum there, is they'll always be directed towards a gun emplacement. So this one, however, I'm kind of changing because if anybody runs by, I want them, if they run by, if they head west, I want them to run by the turret emplacement with the guns, and that should hit them. Unless I've grievously misjudged the range. So, and this is very, very brick intensive, of course. Costs a lot of bricks to do this. It costs a lot of bricks. That's one of the currencies you have in the game. Time and resources. Two of the currencies, I should say, are time and resources. So, and I'm just experimenting with shapes because I don't know how they're going to work. Honestly. I have theories, I have ideas. How and where and when it'll work, I have no real clue. But looks like we're wrapping it up, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode of Factorio 4X, your 15-minute Factorio fix. Thank you, and have a good night, and bye-bye.